Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Portland Timbers FC versus Vancouver Whitecaps FC. MLS opening Sunday, Domingo Futbolero. The first of the season, Domingo Futbolero. At least of, the regular season. Portland hosting Vancouver. This was the side of Portland getting 5-0 by Vancouver because of reasons. In the playoffs last year, the rematch of the wild card game. This time the Timbers look like they have a better squad in this matchup compared to last time. We're going to see how that goes. We got one, though. It's extra motivation. It is. Starting 11s are as follows for the Portland Timbers. In goal, Maxime Crepeau. Boom. Back four, Finn Sermon, Zach McGraw, Kamal Miller, Forey. The midfield three, Diego Chara. We have João Ortiz, David Ayala, and the front three of Anthony, Felipe Mora, and Kevin Kelsey. On the bench, David Costa's on the bench. Costa's on the bench. Good to know. For the Vancouver Whitecaps, we have Yohei Takaoka. We have the back four, Matias Laborda, Tristan Blackman, Ranko Veselinovic, Sam Atakubi. The midfield three is Sebastian Berhalter, Andres Cubas, Pedro Vite. The front three of Jaden Nelson, Brian White, and Ryan Gould for Vancouver. I thought Toronto was energetic for once. I thought they actually looked good. They never gave up after going down. I mean, the bar's in hell for them. But I was actually very proud of how they played. I was very proud of their performance. I was very happy to see how they played. I thought it's good potential. It shows good fight, good heart, something. So in the end, I'm happy with it. It's a performance I'm very happy with. I don't see why I shouldn't be. Like, the bar's in hell for them, but, do with that what you will. Well, we got Portland, Vancouver tonight. Tomorrow, seems to me we'll have a TFC jersey unboxing tomorrow, but we'll find out about that. We got Champions Cup Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, we'll have a Champions Cup recap and round of 16 predictions. Saturday, another TFC game. Sunday, I think we're doing Miami-Houston next Sunday. Ovi had a hat trick, 13 goals to go. Nice. Good for Ovi. Starting 11, their midfield. Forey, Ortiz, Chara. I've never seen it happen like that. The starting 11. So here we go. Starting 11 for Portland. Crepeau, Miller, McGraw, Sermon, Forey, Ortiz, Chara, Ayala, Anthony, Mora, and Kelsey. That was different. It's a rainy day in Portland. What else did you expect? Start 11 for the Whitecaps. Takaoka. The back four. Atakubi, Blackman, Veselinovic, Laborda. Berhalter, Cubas, Vite. Gould, White, Nelson. But Vancouver, of course, played on Thursday, and they got beat by Saprissa 2-1. It was a war. That game was a war, I got to say. I did rewatch it, the whole thing. Or I watched it take delay. But that game was a war for... That game was a war for Vancouver, but they ended up losing 2-1 to Saprissa. They still got the away goal, but we'll see. Portland wearing their green jerseys. Kevin Kelsey is the player to watch for Portland. His first season with Portland, but last year played with Cincinnati, 6 goals in 23 games. Portland picked up his buy option and then ended up selling Evander to Cincinnati. So technically, player to watch for Vancouver, Ryan Gould. Yep. Hopefully today goes better. Ryan Gould had a hat trick and 1 assist versus Portland, the Western Conference wild card game last year. See what he does this time. A Cascadia Cup match to start off the season for the Portland Timbers. That's the way to start a season. My opinion, that's the way to start a season. You want a rivalry game. Lining up, and here we go. Oh, that's funny. NBC Sports did a build your own expansion team. They have Choose Your City, Seattle, St. Louis, Nashville, other, and then MLS is Choose Your League. It's like MLS is a team in Seattle, St. Louis, and Nashville. Good afternoon. Morning to you. I woke up earlier than you. That's a shock to me. Watching Timbers radio so much better than listening to Max Bretos. You're also listening to me, so that's better too. Waiting for this game to start. Waiting for this game to start. Yeah, good for y'all. Not as shocking as Philly winning. That was crazy. Not as shocking as Philly winning. That was shocking. But Dallas 2-2, Seattle, Charlotte 4-0, San Jose over Salt Lake. I told you Salt Lake would be bad. 0-0, St. Louis, Colorado. 0-0, Nashville, New England. 2-1, Dallas over Houston. Yeah, that felt like Houston was going to fall off. Let's see. Luciano Acosta didn't even get an assist. Ha! Lol. Anderson Julio with a goal. Peter Musa with a goal and assist. Who got the first assist? Or who got the assist for Julio? Petar Musa. Nobody assisted Peter Musa. Huh. But we'll see. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. Penalty? No regular play. It was close, though. It was close. It looked like it was close to the penalty spot. Well, there you go. Lodero's playing for Houston now. Damn. How the mighty have fallen. How the mighty have fallen. They're trying to replace Alberto Carrasquillo with Jack McGlynn, which isn't a bad call itself, but okay. Andrew Tarbell is now playing for Houston as their starting goalkeeper. Jimmy Moore is their backup. Man, that sucks for Dallas fans. That feels weird. Michael Collodi, I think he's the one who played for North Texas. Yep. I think he played Goalie Wars once. Yeah. It's their backup. So, yeah, Michael Collodi replaced Jimmy Moore. Jimmy Moore went to freaking Houston. If I show it, it's called a copyright strike. We can't do that. We can't do that. Leo Chu went to Dallas. Lawless Abubakar went to Dallas. Holy crap. Oh, well, yeah, Dallas did, like, throw their whole team. They did basically remake their whole team in one off season. That's true. Except for Sebastian Lletget and Martin Paz. That's true. Musa kept dropping back a few times, managed to get the ball to tackle when we needed to. I'm hoping we can keep him up top so we can feed him the ball more to score. Okay. But Victor Rivas is the center ref tonight for the Portland-Vancouver game. Toronto FC is in the top 9. They're in a playoff spot. I think I saw 8th on MLS's website, but they're in a playoff spot to start the season. Stop the count. They're above Miami in the eyes of the MLS website if you actually look at it. Stop the count. Stop the count. We got 2 more games to finish out the first match week of games. Of course, later tonight we have San Diego, LA Galaxy. Some people are like, you probably should have done that one. No, Portland. You think I didn't want to break out this jersey? That's the only reason? No. Mainly. I have a soft spot for Portland anyway, but of course I was going to pull this jersey out the first chance I got. It's all Vancouver, Portland. Crazy. And it's pouring rain. It's pouring rain down there. Victor Rivas is the referee tonight. Well, Vancouver plays indoors, so that's a bad thing for them. Even though they are Cascadia. Kevin Stott, the VAR official. You would wish. Here we go. I don't like the blue numbers on Vancouver's kits. I've been thinking that for the whole freaking man. I've been thinking that for a while. I gotta say, I do not like the blue numbers on Vancouver's kits. I wish there was like red numbering. Like, it looks more black than navy blue too. It's like, it just doesn't look right. Ha ha ha. Tillamook's got some good food. Good cheese, good ice cream. They got some good stuff. I prefer their cheese. And we're off. I prefer their cheese, but you know, I've never had their ice cream, but I'm sure it's good. Their cheese though, yeah. Slices for sure, but I think I've also had like the shreds, but like the thick shreds, not. They don't shred it thin, no. Not good enough to put on one of my mashed potato bowls, but good to put on a high-class homemade burger or something, you know. But you make a sandwich with the slices? Ooh, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Playing forward is Portland. It's good stuff. Some turkey, some Swiss or provolone. Personally, I'd rather buy Tillamook than Sargento at this point, but you know. So, no, I didn't get paid to say that, but the Portland Timbers do wear Tillamook on their jerseys, so I didn't get paid. So. Two minutes in, 0-0. Playing forward. Portland's starting well, I gotta say. They're starting very well. Playing forward. Shot saved by Girault. Dead to rights. I can't believe. Oh. Oh, boy. Offside, but Berhalter had a shot. Vancouver ain't a bad team, I gotta say. Even though they lost to Saprissa, it's not like RSL getting bodied after they drew to Herediano on the road. And I really think RSL is still going to lose to Herediano in Utah. It looks like it was off. Yep, he was off. Good ball, though, by Kubi, but a save by Girault, even though it was offside. He still made the save. Brian White had him dead to rights, and he made the save. Good. Wouldn't be a Portland home game without rain or snow. Yeah, because they're in Cascadia. Portland home opener, rainy, 50 degrees. Playing Vancouver, it sounds damn right for a home opener for Portland, I got to say. It's going to be a bit sloppy, but hey, at least they play on turf. Maybe this is like the one plus of turf. Like when it's rainy as all hell, it ain't muddy. Like you're just playing on turf. And very likely those pellets won't come up. It's funny. Probably won't get rug burn either, so, you know. A rainy day is probably like the plus of playing on turf. Turf don't have many pluses of playing on it, but a rainy day is one of them. Probably the best way to play on turf. Like, on a sunny day, you'd rather play on grass. Snow. Probably grass. Not that it matters. A rainy day, frankly, you'd probably rather play on turf. At least I would. Like, I'd rather play on turf and not get rug burn than play on a muddy grass pitch. But that's just my opinion. I may be wrong. I don't know. I may be wrong. 5 minutes. Cleared away. McGraw over the top. Forey plays it back to Girault. Vancouver's had their moments. Portland is keeping firm. Anthony. 6 minutes. Speaking of Evander, though, Cincinnati actually looks really good without Luciano Acosta. Like, it's crazy. Cincinnati actually looks pretty damn good without Luciano Acosta. Well, 1-0. Okay. But against Motagua, though, oh my God. Did you not watch that game? They beat the shit out of them. Red Bull 1-0. Okay, that's probably more like their real selves, but still. Cincinnati's a pretty damn good team. Kevin Denke scored on the Red Bulls. DeAndre Yedlin with the assist. See, Evander did not start. Oh, he did. Okay, no, he's just playing on the wing. Interesting. Okay. 6 minutes. Interesting. Okay. They took him off for Corey Baird. Minutes after Denke scored. Portland. Duh. Seven minutes in, 0-0. Yeah, but I could see Cincy dropping a freaking 3 or 4-0 on somebody at some point. That isn't a team like Motagua. They look very fluid, I gotta say. Like Cincinnati looks very fluid from what I've watched. Atlanta got a 3-2 win. I did that already. I did a jersey collection video already this year. Back in like what? January? Or was it early February? Either way, it wasn't just MLS, but I did do a jersey collection video. So, after this is over, you can go look for that one. It's not that far ago. You can find that one. 8 minutes. Weren't you here when I did the jersey collection video? I could have sworn you were. Maybe I'm wrong, but I could have sworn. Playing forward. Playing forward. Oh, nice tackle. Jaden Nelson loses the ball. Yeah, exactly. You were here. Good job, Forey. Ooh. LAFC has not looked special at all this year. That's the problem. They have not looked too good this year. They have not looked too good this year. You know what? I'm going to go with the special interconference result, 1-1. A 1-1 draw. They both take a point. I'm going to go with the interconference result. For some reason, there's always... I barely see a interconference game that ends up in a win for one of the teams. I barely do. So you know what? 1-1. The special 1-1 for an interconference game. There you go. LAFC doesn't look too pretty in New York. They've had their moments, but 1-1. 1-1. LAFC did not look that good against Colorado. By the way, if you were worried about Reggie Cannon, he played against St. Louis last night, so that's good news. He's fine. Somehow he was totally fine to play 3 days later. Somehow. I'm shocked. I saw Cannon on the back of a shirt late on the St. Louis game when I was watching that as I was making the RSR. And fine. Red card. Dog so on Kamal Miller. Portland are down a man. Portland are down a man. And there's a penalty for Vancouver. Vancouver will have a penalty. Portland are down a man. And Maxime Crepeau's talking to the linesman. Wow. I don't know, man. I don't know. He's onside. Kamal Miller. Okay, no, it'll be a free kick. That's the good news, but that's why it's a red card. I don't know about that. That feels like more momentum took him down than anything. I don't know. No. If Sigurd Rosted didn't come off, I don't think Miller should. No. I think this is harsh. I think it's harsh. I legit think this is harsh. Problem is Kamal Miller actually got the red card served to him. So it's going to be hard to overturn on VAR. Sigurd Rosted got away with one, and they had to check it on VAR. That's the difference. But, I think that was harsh. Kamal Miller has been sent off, and it looks like it's confirmed because he's going down the tunnel. Free kick for Vancouver. Portland has to play 79 minutes down a man. Whether they deserve to or not, Ryan Gould and Berhalter stand over the free kick. Oh, my God. That's harsh. That's harsh. No, that's harsh. That's harsh. Timbers are going to have to fight today. Ain't that a damn story? Ain't that a damn story? Harsh. It's like, I don't exactly see. It's harsh. It's harsh. Berhalter's going to take the free kick. Huh. Interesting. There's two walls. Nope, it's Ryan Gould. Shot over the bar. Dude, you did nothing. MLS refs are strict this season. They even gave Messi a yellow card. The Toronto game was anything but strict. My ass. Sergei Boyko's a shit referee. Let's just be real. He's horrible. Like, that man is a horrible referee. But even that game wasn't even strict. Toronto should have had 2 pens. Frankly, Sigurd Rosted should have been sent off for a dog so. As I said, if he wasn't sent off, Miller shouldn't have been. I thought Rosted's was worse. And somehow he didn't get brandished a red card before it went to VAR, and then he got away with one. We all know it. Strict my ass. The Toronto game wasn't strict. I'm not saying it was a demolition derby, but there was a lot of missed calls. If that game was strict, shit. TFC would have got a red card and 2 penalties. Looks for us probably been enough to win, but I kind of wish it went that way maybe. And Crepeau's going down, stretching his legs. That's bad news. Am I worried to say that if Maxime Crepeau gets hurt game 1, he might just lose his job? Phil Neville started to really lean towards Panamis. And there's portions of the Portland fan base who have been leaning towards Panamis. He's good, I think. He's good. But Vancouver's up a man. Let's see what this happens. Lord. Fifteenth minute. Portland playing forward. Oh. Foul. And that'll be a free kick for Vancouver in the defensive side of the field. Dear God. We got a crazy one. We got a crazy one tonight. 16th minute. So sad that Hooters is gone. The food is shit. Nobody goes, do I need to go through this again? Nobody goes to Hooters for the food, except for the fried pickles. Those are awesome, but I love fried pickles. But other than that, the fries are okay. I could eat their fries and fried pickles all day. But, okay. But the rest of their food is crap. Their wings aren't that good. Their Philly cheesesteak is not a Philly cheesesteak. It is definitely, it's still better than Subway, but that's a low bar to clear. But it certainly ain't a freaking Philly cheesesteak. But nobody goes to Hooters for the food. It's like reading Playboy for the articles. You're a liar. I don't know what it'll be for the next generation. I hope it still is. Oh, you go to Hooters for the food? Liar. I don't know what it'll be. But our generation wasn't reading Playboy for the articles. It was, as that was the biggest lie. It was going to Hooters for the food. Lies. Lies, I tell you. Lies. Their fried pickles are awesome, though. That is true. Shot saved by Crepeau. And he covers the ball before Jaden Nelson gets there. But I will say, Hooters' fried pickles were awesome. Were. No, I didn't even know they played, actually. I didn't even know. Good save for Max Crepeau, and he covered it. But again, like, there's a lot of places you can't make fried pickles right, especially up here. The fact that a chain did, yeah. I mean, there have been some better places, luckily. But, well, that doesn't matter. Like 2 months from now. Either way. I love fried pickles, but I want good fried pickles. You know what I'm saying? They're probably not as hard to make as fried green tomatoes, but I don't like fried green tomatoes. That's not me. But fried pickles, though. Also boiled peanuts. Also boiled peanuts. Well, if I come to New Jersey, you better tell me where that is. Ranch. I think mostly it's ranch. Like, mostly. Like, I think it's weird not for it to be ranch when it comes to fried pickles. Like, who does ketchup? Now, bloomin' onions are ketchup. Now, bloomin' onions are ketchup. I do like a bloomin' onion, but that's ketchup. Fried pickles, ranch. Like, I thought that was pretty much the argued or the agreed upon sauce for fried pickles, but, and I like ranch, but I thought that was the agreed upon sauce for that. Maybe blue cheese. Maybe. I can see that. Yeah, I can understand blue cheese. It's kind of it's got the same sort of properties. What's tzatziki sauce makes sense with them. I've never tried it, but it is more of a yogurt cream sauce, isn't it? A little bit more neutral than acidic, I think. Greek cucumber sauce. I mean, yeah, I guess it would, but I wouldn't try it. But if it's more like a ranch, like if it's set up like a ranch or a blue cheese, I guess it would work. But nobody eats fried pickles with ketchup. That it can't be acidic. You already have an acidic sauce, or you already have the acidity of the pickles. So you need something to blunt it, like a blue cheese or a ranch or something like that. Or hell, even, well, yeah, you could probably make a freaking Alfredo sauce and do it if you wanted to, but you know. The less acidic the sauce, the better. Ranch. Corner for Vancouver. Cross in, header. I'm a fan of ranch anyway. But I think I've gotten a little bit more moderate as the years went on, but when I grew up, ugh. Especially Chick-fil-A ranch, like the way they make it, oh yeah. The way they make it, yeah. No. Oh, no, never. I've never done that. No. 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 I've never done that. Even when I was like a kid. Hell no. I know better than that. I've never done that. No. At least since I started eating steak that was like medium rare. No, I've never done that. No. I'm trying to remember when I used to eat steak well done. Like when I was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like when you don't know any better. But like when I got into middle school, I started realizing it was better to eat it like medium well than it was medium rare, or just medium than medium rare. But I've settled at medium rare. But when you're a kid, you don't know any better about steak. So, well, does he eat it well done? That's the first problem. If he eats it well done with ketchup, we can see why. That's the first problem. Second of all, that's the first problem. Second of all, it's even worse if you eat steak with ketchup when it's medium rare. You don't need to. See, the thing about a medium rare, a medium steak, is it's very flavorful. Well done's not flavorful. It's like eating a boot. Plays forward. Goal! Ryan Gould scores 1-0 Vancouver. Oh, he's got problems then. Ryan Gould scores the goal. 1-0 Vancouver. You expected that, though. That is 24th minute. 0-1. There it is. Crapeau gives it away. Jaden Nelson plays it on to Ryan Gould, and he had all the room in the world and a weak foot finish. And a weak front side foot finish. Wow. Jesus. Just tips that thing. Ryan Gould with a goal. No. There's a reason why I said when I used to eat well done steak, I didn't know any better. I was like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I was a kid. When you don't know any better. Ryan Gould is really sticking with the Batista celebration. No. I don't know how it lasted that long. It took me a while to be cajoled into eating medium well steak. Then I quickly went down to medium, and then I went down to medium rare, which is that's the place to be. That's the place to be. But this week, Miami on Tuesday. We have 2 on Wednesday, and it's the 7 o'clock. So I think it's RSL Herediano, and then Seattle Antigua, and then we have Vancouver Saprissa on Thursday this week. Interesting. I mean, I don't see that as a problem. Seems like a little bit too much tomato-based sauce, but hey, I don't see that as a problem. I can get behind that. I can get behind that. I don't see that as a problem. No, they're down a man. I used to dip pizza in ranch. I don't know if I haven't done that since like the middle of high school. It's about 8 years. I haven't done that for like 8 years, but I was like, this August would be 10 years since I started high school. So yeah, I'd say about 8 years. I haven't dipped pizza in ranch like for 8 years. So I'm not saying it's wrong. I'd be a hypocrite to say it was wrong. But mayo was no. I like mayo. No. I like mayo. No. That's a little bit too much for me. I like mayo, but I ain't gonna dip my pizza into mayo. No. Interesting. 27th minute. Cross in. Cleared away. One 0 Vancouver. Interesting. Vancouver plays LA Galaxy March 2nd. Nope. Just this game. This is the one I chose. Well, I'm not going there. I'm not. No. I'm no. There's a joke I want to make, but I'm not going to make it because if I make that joke, I'm going to catch a lot of shit. I know I'm going to catch some shit if I make the joke I want to make. I'm leaving that shit alone. No. Good. Don't. If that's what he's going to do with Oreos, yeah, good. Don't. Yeah, if you want to take the punch away, yeah, that's probably where I should go. If you want the joke to have no punch, yeah, we could just call him a big back. If you want me to pull punches, yeah, we could just say big back and get it over with, but '30th minute. Pizza Hut. We've already answered this. Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut over Domino's, but we've had that discussion like 5 times. Exactly. You were pulling punches too. See, you're pulling your punches too. He said it, not me. 31st minute. Ah! This was like I don't know how much this was, but it was more than 1 cent. It's like what, $5-10, maybe 20. I don't know. Inflation's probably more now. It's like what, a freaking 10-year-old mouse, at least. 32nd minute. I mean, the red card was questionable. But I thought New York played well. I thought if that game was 11v11, they still would have drawn. Let's be real. Goal! Vancouver scores a second. Golazo! Pedro Vite scores. Well, there you go. Pedro Vite with the assist. Why does a Vancouver fan have a Bert puppet on his hand? That's Bert, right? Yeah, I know how you feel. What a golazo by Pedro Vite. Jesus. And Jaden Nelson put it on. Oh! This might be another 5-0. Dear God. You just can't win. 33rd minute. 0-2. Berhalter. No. Well, wait, hold on. They'll win on aggregate, but I don't know if they'll beat them. I don't know if they'll beat them, but they have the away goal, so a 1-1 draw would still be Vancouver's through. No. Actually, I think they have to beat them, actually. I think they have to beat them. I think if they have to go through, they have to beat them. Well, a 2-2 draw would... No, that's more away goals. No, I think they actually have to beat them, so... 1-0. They'll win 1-0. It won't be pretty. It won't be pretty. They're going to score themselves out today. They're going to not save any goals except the one they need for a Thursday. There you go. That's the thing, you know. Saprista's going to be tough, but I think they'll get the one goal they need. It's like, hold on, wait. Damn. Well, if Evander's the MVP candidate for Cincinnati and Portland's like 8th again and Cincinnati's actually good, it looks like Cincinnati actually getting rid of Luciano Acosta was a smart idea. Seems like that was a smart idea. Red Bull, that's your club. You should start there. Cross in. It actually looks to me like Cincinnati getting rid of Acosta was actually the smart idea. Like, I watched that Motagua game. They beat the shit out of them. Like, with Bucha, Evander, Denke. Oriano's not even there yet, by the way. He's coming back. He's not even fit yet. They beat the shit out of them, and I thought they were pretty solid against Red Bull as well. Cincinnati might not be fraudulent anymore. It might have just been Luciano Acosta. It might have been just that prima donna made them fraudulent. I don't know, because they threw in Denke and they threw in Evander and they still have Oriano. Oh, Lord. Cincinnati, they might not be fraudulent anymore. Turns out it was your MVP all along. Turns out it was your MVP all along that made you fraudulent. Turns out. Well. No. Do the Don Garber special, Miami. Yellow card for Vancouver. Slightly, yes. Slightly, yes. Yes, I do. Do Red Bull Salzburg. Still a Red Bull club. But he's probably going to make himself a North American, so that's really just stupid. Can't do NYCFC. Yeah, do the Miami special. Actually, no, do Toronto for me. Toronto sends their regards. As in your player, but put them on Toronto. You know what I meant by that, actually. Hey, you said I could choose. Eric Miller for Felipe Mora. Yeah, no, Portland's given up. Yes. Yes, they have. I think they did last year. Hold on. It was a Vancouver Tigres. Those are your fault, not mine. I think... No, wait, they have. Yeah, they have. They made it through the group stage. Alphonso Davies played like semifinals in the CCL against Tigres. Like in 2017. So no, they have. They have. Hell, when there was a group stage, they did. But I could have sworn they made it past the first round last year. And they made it past Real España in 23. So they've made it past the first round before. Wait, was last year's prelim round Tigres? Oh, it was. My bad. No, it was Tigres last year. It is what it is. Yep. My bad. Last year was Tigres last year. They lost to Tigres last year. They made it out of the first round in 23. Are they getting smoked now? Portland, yes. Vancouver, I mean, 2-1 isn't getting smoked if you're talking about the first leg. That isn't, no. But you know what? Now to make me think about it, yeah, I think they lost to Tigres in the prelim round. Yep, they did. Okay, but they made it out of the first round of 16 in 2023 when they played Real España. And then they played LAFC and got their shit rocked. Montreal made it in 22, 21, 20. 19 was TFC. Oh, no, 21 was TFC. My bad. My bad. No, 21 was TFC. Montreal won the 2021 Can Champ. That's my bad. I forgot. It was bullshit. That's how Toronto got in. They got in worth bullshit in 2021. That's why I didn't remember. Quickly, I should say. I don't know if we... And that season was bad, but they did play Leon. They did beat Leon. I wasn't thinking of Leon either. 2020, Montreal. 2019, Toronto. 2018, Toronto. 2016-17, Vancouver. And Vancouver made the semifinals against Tigres. So they've got past the first round multiple times. Yeah, but they lost 4-1. They lost 4-1. They lost 4-1. I think Vancouver made it the year before as well in 15-16. And then 14-15 was Montreal. Yeah, Vancouver, how'd they do in 2014-15? Bottom of the group. Seattle and Olympia were above them. Lol. And that was the first time Vancouver made it. So they made it out, 3 out of 5 times? It's not bad. It's not bad. When you run through things pretty quickly. And then, of course, Montreal made the final 14-15. Montreal 13-14. Yeah, and then 12-13 was Toronto. They got knocked out of the group stage with Santos in their group. Second place. They did beat Aguila twice, though. Twenty 11-12, Toronto was in the semifinals, and 11-12 lost to Santos. Stomped out. But corner for Vancouver, 41st minute. 9-10 was Toronto. 8-9 was Montreal. Cross in. Jaden Nelson with a shot blocked. This was the year that Montreal went. Huh. Playing forward corner. I'd love to see that. Corner. Rollins versus Roman versus CM Punk for WrestleMania 2. Yeah, I knew about that one. I just hope John Cena doesn't get screwed over. Cross in, header over the bar. I just hope John Cena doesn't get screwed over. That would piss me off. Blue Jays won. Let's go. 43rd minute. Spring training, but still. TFC2 is playing a preseason friendly versus Detroit City at 7:15. Is there a way to watch it? Guess not. 44th minute. Be a fun one. If I could, that'd be cool. Playing forward. You think Miami's better than Pachuca? No. 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 Tiffany Stratton. That's not even a comparison. I mean, Charlotte Flair's misbotched plastic surgery. What do you... Come on. And it wasn't always that way, but when she just came back, oh my God. Like, some's uncanny about her. Like, dude, it's obvious that Charlotte has botched plastic surgery. Come on. Like, if it wasn't obvious 2 years ago, it's obvious now. Like, I just saw her come back in the Rumble. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with her face? Like, it looked uncanny. I'm like, that doesn't look right. Must be botched plastic surgery. I was like, that doesn't look right. They're foam brains. Miami are foam brains. Good job, foam brains. I've been waiting to use that as an insult. I've been waiting to use that. You come to our house, you get your behind kicked. It's probably both. No. It was stupid. It was stupid. Miami be like, when you come into our house, you should get your behind kicked. You come into our house talking that noise, you should get your butt beat. That's what I'm talking about. 5 minutes of stoppage time. That's what I'm talking about. Nobody got that reference. No. Miami Hurricanes, FIU fight. No. Okay. Different Miami, but still. You cross the ocean. Yeah, I can see that. Nice. 4 more minutes. Playing forward, cleared away. Oh, wait. Well, that would make... Yeah. I think he's crashing out. I think he's crashing out. I don't blame him, though. 47th minute. 0-2. It could have been worse. Could have been worse. Of course, we still have another 45 minutes, but it could have been worse. If it keeps going this way, honestly, I'm just going to keep this a stream. I don't think this game needs a review. If Portland comes back, yeah, but you know what? I don't think there's much I can say about this game, really, over the bar. It don't get worse than this. Yeah, I don't know if there's much I can say about this. Portland, early red card, which honestly, I don't think Miller's dog so was worse than what could have got Sigurd Ralstead sent off last night. Probably should have. Soft. And then they've given up 2 goals. I'm surprised it ain't 5-0 again. If it was the playoffs, I guess I have to review it. But when it's the opening game of the season. I don't think anybody could expect what happened with Kamal Miller getting the red card. And besides, again, pretty damn soft. I get dog so. I get he was the last man back. But seriously. Brian White got spun out more by his momentum than freaking Kamal Miller. But I'm sure they checked it on VAR and still. It wasn't I don't know if I could say it was a bad decision. It just ended up looking bad because of the red card. But, yeah. But I agree. Yeah, that may have been a stupid decision. Then they had to fix it. Eric Miller came on, by the way, for Felipe Mora in the 37th minute when it was, what? 2. What? Like, I get you have to put a center back on, but 2 down a man, taking off Felipe Mora. You're already dead. What's the point? You're already dead. What's the point? But if America doesn't, that would be the stupidest thing that CONCACAF's done. Save, cleared away. That'd be the stupidest thing CONCACAF's done after Messi gave the ref his shirt. People will remember that. And then if the refs help Miami during the Champions Cup, it'll be like, hey, Messi gave a ref his shirt. Now they have, for it to be 2 goals, it is. But when you're down 2, down a man, and you have a back 3, you're already dead. Halftime, it's 0-2. Like, I'm glad the goal differential isn't bad. Even though you still have 33 matches to go. Well, besides that. Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, they said that on Futbol Americas. Yeah, they did. But the bad part about CONCACAF is you can't ref America's games. So. But yeah, I remember. It was like, questionable. He's questionable in Liga MX. He's for America. He favors America. It was like, oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's like, yeah. And if Miami thought it was hard to beat Monterrey last year, well, what's happening now? Dog so. Spun out Brian White. I think it was more momentum than anything, but when Brian White got spun out, Kamal Miller had a teensy little touch that led to him spinning out and getting tripped up. So, red card, dog so. I'd say he shouldn't have got rid of Kamal Miller, but he got caught in transition, got dog so red card for getting caught in transition. So, okay. Yeah, I can't say nothing, can I? The game's over. Why? Like, yeah, you may get one goal back, but you already took off an attacker for a center back. Like, Philly beating Orlando. That was the most surprising result. And the way it happened. Belt to ass. No, TFC plays at 6:30. So maybe I'll watch Elimination Chamber. Maybe I'll still be able to watch the main event after TFC's done, which is all that matters to me. I could care less about the rest of the show. I just want to see John Cena win the Chamber. That's all that matters to me. I think there will be enough time. I think the TFC match will end. Then the Chamber match will happen after the TFC game is over. Huh. I think so. I just want to see Cena win the Chamber. That's all. That's all. That's all. I could care less about the rest of the show, frankly. The rest of the show looks like shit. I just want to see John Cena win the Chamber. The rest of the show looks like shit. Let's just be real. I don't know about that. That may be harsh, but I don't care about the rest of it. Like, yeah, cool. They brought out Trish Stratus to wrestle a tag match with Tiffany Stratton. Cool. It's still going to be a crap match. I mean, Nia Jax versus, yeah, no. She doesn't hurt anybody anymore, but that match is still going to suck. Comparatively. Let's see. What else is there? Oh, Cody and Rock. Another Cody and Rock promo. Dear God. Dear God. Let's see. We got Liv Morgan and Raquel versus Naomi and Bianca, which, frankly, I could care less. Nobody cares about the women's tag titles. Sadly. Like, they legit don't care about them booking-wise. Like, that's my point. They don't care about those titles. They've not cared about them for, like, 3 years. So, why should I care? I'm a Liv fan, but why should I care? Let's see. What else do we got? I can't remember the rest of the card, frankly, besides the Chamber and those 3 segments. I can't remember the rest of the card. What's going on? Shinsuke maybe versus LA Knight, I think. You would think. I don't know. I don't know. Like, you have the Chamber. Oh, yeah, the women's Chamber match. Oh, yeah, I forgot. That actually might be a good match. That might actually be a good match. No. I don't even know if I'll do a review for this game. I think we're just going to keep it as a stream unless... What, you saying Bianca was the one who threw Jade into the car? And there's going to be a swerve? Are you going to say that? He just got subbed out, so no. He got subbed out for Miller. Eric Miller, so no. Defense looking pretty good. Lol. Lol. Once you get a red card, I don't know if that's I don't know if you could say that. Kamal got a red card. Eric Miller came in for Felipe Mora. Yeah, but people like him, so you can't really make him a heel anymore. That's the problem. Like, you can't do that. Well, you're not going to get it. He got subbed off. Nestor is trolling. He's a natural heel, but you can't. No. 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 Portland has not even threatened the net since they went down. Let's see. Hold on. They have no shots on target. They didn't even threaten the net when they had 11 men. So I've always wanted to go on a cruise, frankly. I've always found that interesting. Like, I'd rather go on a cruise. Like, if I had to rank it, I would say train, Amtrak, or even a scenic train like Rocky Mountaineer or whatever. Cruise. Those are close, though. Airplane. If I can drive somewhere or take a train somewhere, I'd prefer that. Let's just be real. I'm not really. Maybe I'm like John Madden. I don't know if I'm afraid of planes, but. Well, I don't think anybody would blame me now. But. If I could take a cruise ship somewhere, I'll. Well, yeah, because post-COVID, but. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go full 80. We'll take a short break. We'll be back. Sit tight. We're back for the stats of the half. 32% possession to 68% possession. 0 shots to 14. 0 shots on goal to 6. 112 accurate passes, 74% to 292, 90%. 5 fouls to 8. 0 corners to 6. We have 0 shots to 14. 0 shots on target, 6. We already went there. 152 passes to 324. 74% pass accuracy to 90. 8 throws to 8. 1 offside to 0. 0 yellow cards to 1. 1 red card to 0. 0 to 2. Vancouver is going belt to ass on Portland again. Let's just be real. Because of the red card. Do I think they'd still be up 1 if they were 11v11? Maybe. I think they've taken the front foot. But since they've been up a man for about 30 plus minutes, yeah, belt to ass. Belt to ass. Portland looks like they've given up. Taking off one of your strikers for a center back definitely would do that, but looks to me, they're still playing a back three. At least it wasn't 5-0 this time. Bad way to start the season, Portland. Bad way to start the season. Belt to ass. Well, he was not happy with the front office. And in the end, he got traded, which, you know what? Don't blame him. Don't blame him. Now, Portland did well to get Forey and get DaCosta and such to replace Evander. But, yeah, no. I mean, Portland's front office is questionable at best. And maybe, well, maybe worse than questionable, frankly. And you could, the less said about, well, you can say as much as you want about Merritt Paulson. Let's just be real. You can say as much as you want about him. Then again, when you talk about front office, he does have a lot of control. Even though he's the owner, he does have a lot of control. So you can say all you want there, but I mean, Neville got railroaded. Let's hold on. I'm not going to, let's just be real. Neville got railroaded by Miami. They screwed him over for half a season. Like, I believe that. I don't think he's that bad of a coach. He got Miami to the playoffs with Pozuelo and Higuain. What I think happened is this. They wanted to railroad Neville in 2023. They wanted him fired. But they couldn't just fire him after making the playoffs. So they emptied the cupboard. They were bad by design before Messi got there. Like, second half's about to start. They were bad by design before Messi got there. Because I think they wanted to bring in Messi's guy. Tata. Or at least somebody who Messi would be more respectful of. That he had a history with than Phil Neville. So I think they screwed over Phil. I think they legit bent him over and said, hey. They bent him over a barrel and said, hey. You're gonna get thrown out the club. We're gonna make you lose games until Messi gets here. Because everybody knew in January. Let's be real. Let's be real. Yes, and then they traded Kamal Miller after 2023. The hell? I would say Guardado. Like, Rafa Marquez is a center back. Guardado, best midfielder, Mexico. Yeah, Andres Guardado. Depends on what you want to count Rafa Marquez as that makes that question. Defender. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't bring back Pozuelo. DaCosta's on for the second half. Oh, God. Portland. Exactly. They should have brought back Pozuelo for half a season. Exactly. But they knew Messi was coming. So, Ayala's offered DaCosta. Okay. Kritzhoff turned out to be ass. Fair. But, yeah. But, center back, defensive midfielder. So, yeah. Rafa Marquez was a defensive midfielder plus a center back, but it depends on where you want to put him to say best midfielder. But that's why I say Guardado. if you want to put Marquez as a midfielder, yeah, he's the best midfielder in Mexican history. If you want to put him as a defender, Guardado. So there's your answer there. But I'd say both. Both in a way. Both in a way, in my opinion. I think on my FIFA mobile, I think Marquez is center back, though. So there you go. 47th minute. DaCosta already. I guess they're going for it. I don't know if that's the best decision, but okay. I guess you might as well. .47th minute. Exactly. But I still think Neville got screwed. I don't think he's a bad manager. I don't think he was a bad manager. And I think he's a good manager. I think he was screwed over by Miami, and I thought the Timbers made a good signing there. But that's just my opinion. But you can do without what you will. Headed on, DaCosta hits the back of him, and that's out for a throw. Neville at worst is mediocre. Yeah, I would agree with that. Now, Portland did start hot last year, and then they sort of tailed off at the end of the season. But do I think it's his fault? Not exactly. Not exactly. I do believe that Portland started hot last year and then tailed off as it went. But still made the playoffs, though. When the team is good, he can do something nice. I would agree with that. Cleared away. Throw in. Anyone happy the best league in the world is back? I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Forey with a throw in. Portland stemmed the tide, I got to say. Not that it matters. They probably won't score. But throw it. Free kick for DaCosta. Yeah, I would agree with that. Free kick, cross in, header cleared. Oh. Blocked. Huh. 50th minute. Playing forward, 50th minute. Still 2-0 Vancouver, but Portland have had some moments. He's referring to MLS, but I'm also very happy the Champs Cup's back as well. I'm also very happy that Champions Cup is back as well. Some good stuff. Pedro Vite, Andres Cubas. Just saw the stats. Well, yeah, belt to ass. You know what the stats are translating to? Belt to ass. Belt to ass. That's what that's translating to. Oh. Thanks for reminding me. Let me get back to that. Okay, there we go. The way they make the brackets for Leagues Cup and CONCACAF are so suspicious to me. We're already going to have a Super Classico and probably a Classico Regio in the quarters. Well, no. Oh, Leagues Cup. Good point. But no Classico Regio unless the final. Unless Monterrey and Tigres make the final of the Champions Cup. You're probably talking about Leagues Cup. But Champions Cup, you do have Chivas America. Let's just hope Chivas doesn't get shadow realmed. Corner from Portland. But this was a draw. But the CONCACAF Champions Cup was a full-on draw. It just ended up happening that way. But this is a full-on blind draw. Now, the Leagues Cup, yeah, that's suspicious. You don't know what the hell they're doing. Cross in. Like, yeah, I think they definitely tried to... Jaden Nelson crosses it, shot, goal! Sam Adekubi scores the goal! Jaden Nelson with the assist! And Vancouver's up 3-0. Oh, Lord. Belt to ass. Wait! Did Sam Adekubi just do a sweet chin music, Sally? Super kick! Okay, I love that. We have some marks on the Vancouver Whitecaps. Turns out we have some marks on the Vancouver Whitecaps. How awesome is that? I didn't know your game. That's something. Have some marks. He was stomping his foot. That's Shawn Michaels. That ain't the Young Bucks. He was stomping his foot. That's Shawn Michaels. Come on now. Well, Timbers are down a man. If Vonnie was holding back the Whitecaps, they would have shown it on Thursday against Saprissa. I think it's just the Timbers being down a man and fraud alert. And yeah, Cabecita injury. But Adekubi scores a goal, 54th minute. I think he was onside. I don't think he was off. Confirmed goal. Yep, 54th minute. 0-3, belt to ass. Yeah, there's no reason to review this game. There's nothing to say. Except, hey, there's a couple of marks on the Vancouver squad. I love it. There's a couple of marks on the Vancouver squad. Hey, Mark! 55th minute. No, because if he was, Vancouver would have beaten Saprissa. Like, I know it's hard to play in Central America, but no. I think the fact that Portland went down a man 11 minutes in definitely helps this game be belt to ass. By the way, Vonnie Sartini had Vancouver winning 5-0 by 90 minutes in Providence Park the last time they were here. So you can't really say he was until this turns 6-0. But even then, you'd have to consider the red card. But again, to play a team like Saprissa, that was a war. Maybe it's early, but still. Vancouver learned. No, I don't think so. I think even in BC Place, that game's going to be a war. I think the second leg's going to be a war. There's all to play for. I don't think it's going to be as easy as you think. But we'll be talking about it. We'll be reviewing it. We'll be talking about it on Thursday. I don't think it's going to be easy as you think, though. Exactly. They should have beaten that LAFC side. Let's just be real. I don't think Sartini was holding them back. Which Mexican do you think had the biggest potential? Chucky Lozano. Chucky Lozano had the biggest potential. That kid could have been world class. Or that guy could have been world class, but he was such a failure. Like, the worst part about Chucky Lozano is his career was such a failure. Diego Lainez, you could say the same, but Chucky Lozano was like World Cup 2018, scoring the goal he scored. Yeah, he played for Barca, but I feel like Lozano was hyped a lot more. And maybe it's because of social media. And maybe it was because I was paying more attention to the rise of Lozano than I did Dos Santos. But maybe it's social media. But to me, he did. And honestly, he's better than Alendi, but we'll have that discussion later. But for me, like, because I was paying more attention to the rise of Pulisic and Lozano and Lainez, even if they weren't really rises except for the other two, but then I was Giovanni Dos Santos, or you couldn't really escape the rise of Freddie Adu. You really couldn't, even with magazines and such, but you could kind of escape Giovanni Dos Santos. But, Lainez, or Lozano to me, and Lainez to a certain extent, were big failures. Like, they had such high ceilings. People thought they were going to do amazing things. And Lozano hurts worse. Because even with the national team, like, it's just no. Like, after the World Cup, it was no. There was nothing. And the fact that he's, 28 now? He's not even 30 yet, and he's going back to MLS. Well, not back. He is just going to MLS, but San Diego, so it's very close to Baja California. But Lozano is not even 30 yet. And he's in MLS. Who would have thought? Like, who would have thought when he was with Pachuca and people were talking up a storm about him, and he went over to Europe, and then he scored the goal of the World Cup? Who would have thought? Less than 10 years later, about 7 years later, he's in MLS for an expansion club. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Not me. Like, if you told me, where do you think Chucky Lozano would be in 8 years? I would not say San Diego. Like, if you asked me 8 years ago, I would not say San Diego. I would have said 8 years ago, my bad. No, I don't think so. Pass the post. My bad for what? He should. Losing to West Ham to get knocked out of winning the Prem? Yeah, no, you should. That's unacceptable, frankly. Faintly. I mean, yeah, I think they can. Stop Columbus winning the whole thing on my main bracket, which I don't know if that's the case, but either way. Oh, it's fine. It's got to be high sevens. 8 figures? He's fine. 8 figures? No. No way. I'd be shocked. 7 figures. 8 figures for Chucky Lozano? No. As I said, if you asked me 8 years ago, I certainly go for Jaden Nelson. It's 4. A solo effort for Jaden Nelson, and it's 4-0. Now, if only you did that for Toronto, you'd probably still be playing for them. Why couldn't you do that for Toronto, Jaden? 60th minute, 61st minute. 0-4. He is I'm happy for him, though. He is cooking. He's had a really good game, Jaden. He's had a really good game. I wish he could do it for Toronto, but he didn't. I don't know if that's because our academy is trash or we don't give youth a chance. Either way, probably both. Either way, it's just another sign of TFC having youth players who have potential, and they get sold and they end up coming back to MLS and not playing for us. Ralph Prizo, speaking of Toronto youth players who had potential, Ralph Prizo's coming on for Vancouver. Jaden Nelson's off. Because he's in MLS now. Who cares? There's players who have passed him by. For sure. Hell. I chose Vancouver Portland today. Ali Ahmed's on for Jaden Nelson. So that's what I chose to do today. Maybe I should have chose LA Galaxy San Diego. I know. Why do you think I put on for him so much? Why do you think I want him to get all the chances he gets? Why do you think I root for him so much? Why do you think I root for Jason Russell Rose so much? He doesn't play for Toronto anymore. I know, it makes the front office look bad when he does good. I want him to do good because it makes the front office look stupid. It proves my point. Again. It proves my point. I told you so. That's all it is. I told you so. I don't think they will. You're right. The way they're going, probably 25 minutes. As I said, yes, I think they can. Yeah, I don't either. They got to play Real Madrid or Atletico after playing PSV. And even then, they get tripped up by PSV. I don't trust Arsenal as far as I can throw them. 5 years. I'm going to say yes. I think they can. Now, if we're talking about MLS Cup, that makes it a bit harder. If we're talking about any trophy, they will, for sure. 4-0 Vancouver. Yeah, I ain't doing a review tonight. There's nothing to say. There's nothing to say about this match after I'm done with the stream. There's none. There is none. There is none. When will Miami finally win a cup? Ooh. Well, if it doesn't happen this year, I don't know when. Like, it's got to be this year. It has to be. It has to be, right? Canadian Cup doesn't count. Well, I still think they'll win a title in 5 years, whether that be Leagues Cup, MLS Cup, or Champions Cup. They'll win something. I trust Robin Fraser or the Shield in 5 years. I trust him. They actually played pretty well yesterday. So if they could keep growing, and he doesn't get sacked, or if he doesn't, they end up calling the Pirate, yeah, they'll win something. If we take a step back, no. 65th minute. But if the Canadian Cup doesn't count. But I still think they can. Is that Kyle Smith? The one who used to play for the Orlando City? Paredes coming on? Well, it doesn't matter at this point. It's got to be this year. Yeah. I mean, they actually played well last night, though. That's a different Smith. Like, they actually played well last night, though. They actually showed fight for once after going down one twice. I know the bar is in hell, but they didn't give up. They fought for 90 minutes. They defended their asses off for 90 minutes and scored 2 goals and got a point. The fact they fought their asses off, that's a win for me. They earned that point, which is the first time I've said that in ages. I know the bar's in hell, but that's the first time I've said that in ages. So do with that what you will. Cross in. Honestly, yes. He's a pylon. You start Fafa Pico and start a midfield of Redondo and Segovia. You're honestly better off already. Busquets is a pylon. Probably. You're probably right, but we'll see. They have to win, though. Like, they can't just draw and win the tie against Saprissa. And besides, they already have won 5-0 the first leg against Real España. Then they went to Honduras and rotated most of their team and lost 3-2. But it still was, what, 7-2, 7-3 on aggregate? There's a total different situation there. But free kick for Portland. But yeah, no. Busquets is a pylon, and honestly, Alendi is not as good as Fafa Pico. And Julian Gressel's still on the squad. So, I mean, Tadeo Alendi doesn't... I haven't seen it out of him. Like, I haven't seen it. I think Fafa is a better player. I do. But if Corbianu keeps being a little punk ass and you don't want to use Fafa Pico, well, I got an idea. Roster rules. It isn't the schedule. It isn't the coaches. MLS with the roster rules, you kind of have to have MLS experienced coaches. It's hard not to have MLS experienced coaches shuffle around when you have the roster rules. So it's honestly one and the same. It's honestly one and the same. The roster rules make MLS having to have MLS experienced coaches the right way to go. Because no European's going to sit there and be like you asked Maurizio Sarri, would I love him to coach MLS, especially Toronto? Yeah. But you want to explain to him all these bullshit rules? He's a freaking nut. Tactically wise, compared to others. He wouldn't understand this shit. Like, it's one and the same. These roster rules make MLS shuffle around coaches. Like, it's a wonder Vancouver went with Jesper Sorensen. It's a wonder that freaking St. Louis went with Olaf Melberg. It's a wonder. Freaking Charlotte has Dean Smith. That's honestly worked out. Like, of course, I mean, he wasn't getting much of a job anywhere else, but probably MLS was a good choice for him. But my point being is this. You ask a European to learn MLS roster rules, it's kind of hard to do. And the system of the league and all that, I got to give it to Dean Smith. He wanted to learn. Looks like Sorensen learned. Looks like Melberg is learning. But, like, the thing about MLS is if you're MLS experienced, it makes it easier for you to get a job. In MLS because you know the rules. Like, it's one and the same. I agree. Yeah, but they have to win. As I said, Vancouver has to win on Thursday to go through. Well, Ahmed or White score. Well, let's see here. Ali Ahmed just came on. Brian White's still on. Nelson has 3 assists. Man, I hate the TFC front office. The former TFC front office. Let me mind my words there. Oh, my God. Man, if you just did that with Toronto. You know what? I say one of them does score. Somebody's going to score. One of them. Yeah, we'll say one of them does. No. I want to see the movie Conclave, though. And Bill Manning. Both of them. I think Bill Manning was the one who let Jaden go, so. Oh, and Bob Bradley. But yeah, all three of them. Can you read my last message? Let's see. Yes. They should have hit the reset button 2 months ago. They started to. Ugh. That would be. Yes. He played at the Gold Cup in 2023. He is capped, yes. But, and I think, didn't he play at Copa? Didn't he play the third place game? I think he did, but I know he played at the Copa. But Schaffenberg and Nelson on the left and right. Oh, my God. I think you just came up with something. Wow. Jesse Marsh might have to do that. He might have to do that. Hey, if we're getting to CONCACAF, I don't care how we do it. I just want us to do it. But Portland score. Oh, they did. Wow. Over the top. I can't believe it. Shot plays through. Anthony. Goal. 1-4. I can't believe it. The game's over, but good for you, I guess. Anthony scores. Good for you, I guess. At least you didn't get blanked. Thank you, Daniel, for joining the channel. Let's see where. Both Anthony's cooking. Oh, nice. Let's see. Dynasty Squad, thank you for joining. That was a good play. Sadly enough, can't do that 3 more times. First goal for the Portland Timbers in 2025. At least they didn't get shut out. Oh, I know how that feels. Oh, God. 1-4. I know how that feels. Don't remind me. And that is 73rd minute. I'm going to guess so. 73. All right. I was honestly sad about it. I thought Calvary. It was funny to see Pumas lose to Calvary in the first leg, but I thought Calvary could hold on. I think Calvary got owned a little bit by the ref, but Calvary fought their asses off, sadly. It just wasn't enough. But it shows a lot about how the CPL's grown over the past 6-7 years. 6 years. No, 7. This is their 7th. But, it shows how much they've grown. I'm not good at math. Not really good at counting in my head either. So, do that what you will. But I didn't pick Calvary to win the tie. I picked Pumas to win the tie. But I wanted Calvary to win it once they won the first leg. But my prediction was still right in the end. I didn't realize Calvary would be that close. But, man, I was rooting for it when it happened. Yeah, but who has more North Star Cups? By the way, Forge beat Montreal last year in the Canadian Championship and played Toronto. So, well, Prince Owusu isn't Canadian, but why would you want him called up? That would just be another trash striker on the pile for Canada. Promise David, on the other hand, maybe that's who you were thinking about. He should get a call up. He probably will. Jaden Nelson? Yes. Yeah, I'm not surprised, though. You mean Promise David. Yeah, Promise, not Prince. Don't get him confused with Prince Owusu. I don't think he deserves that slander yet. Yeah. Well, let's see. All the Mexican teams struggled in Central America this year. Real Salt Lake did. Vancouver did. They lost. And hold on. Yeah, Cincinnati beat the shit out of Motagua, and Antigua got owned by Seattle, but Colorado played in or LA played in Colorado. Kansas City played at home. Miami said it doesn't matter. But, so what? 2 ties where it went the way it should have in both legs? That sounds about right. That sounds about right. I didn't say everybody. Normally, when you're playing your first game of the season in Central America and the fan base is as rabid as it is, most teams are going to suck. It just depends if you lose or just walk out with a 1-0 lead or a draw or something. But I'm not saying, but I also saying Mexico has problems in Central America. The fan bases in Central America are just so rabid. They're so rabid. And they're going to fill their stadiums for a game like that, playing a big Mexican team or just playing an MLS team, playing a team you rarely play in continental competition. They're going to fill out their stadium. And if you're an MLS team, it's your first game of the season. If you're a Mexican team, it's pretty damn early, but you haven't had a game that hard, like that much stakes, that much energy yet. You have not. Once you come back from your off season around Christmas, your Christmas break, your New Year break, it's hard. Like, you have to get up to that level. And honestly, you haven't, as a Mexican team, you're playing like what, 6 games, 5 or 6 games before then. You're better form, but you still haven't played a game that much meaning before that game going down to Central America. MLS is your first competitive game of the year. So you don't have the form, and you're playing in a hornet's nest. There's a reason why these games go sideways more often than not. But do with that what you will. Exactly. Is the best player in MLS still Messi, or is it Zaha, Lath, or Denke? Messi. Messi is the best player in MLS till he leaves. Like, he's still the GOAT. Like, he's still the best player in the world right now. Like, he can't not be the best player in MLS. Like, it's Messi. It's still Messi. That's who's driving the viewership. He's still playing like the best player in the world. And because he still wants to go to the World Cup, he's still playing like the best player in the world. I mean, is Zaha a good player? Yeah. Is Latte Lath a good player? Yeah. Is Denke a good player? Yeah. They're all doing well. Messi's still Messi. Like, he's the best player until he leaves. Whether that's back to Barca or Newell's or he just retires. He's the best player. Simple. I agree with that. Herediano, RSL sucked worse. And then they got owned on the weekend. RSL's losing at home to Herediano. I'm telling you right now, watch. Watch this space. We're going to be watching with me. They're going to lose to Herediano. Did you not see RSL get pummeled by San Jose? 4-0. I know San Jose is going to be better this year, and I knew RSL is going to suck this year. But just so you know, 4-0. From Bruce Arena's San Jose Earthquakes. They started quick. I said they'd be better this year. I didn't say they'd be that better. Do with that what you will. Like 0-0 against Herediano in Central America, in Costa Rica. Then you get pummeled by San Jose. I don't know which one's worse, frankly. I think they'll lose at home to Herediano. I told you RSL would suck this year. That's why you don't sell your best player. By the way, did Diego Luna even play last night either? Let me find out. So, do with that what you will. Jacob Schaffelberg? Yeah? Well, crap. We only have 2 DPs. Corbianu plays on the wing. Well, are there any number 10s in MLS we could steal? Man, we should have taken Evander. I mean, that was a cash trade. Shit. Diego Luna, maybe? Actually, you know what? I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Diego Luna might have to be stolen from Salt Lake. since Salt Lake's selling all their best players. They're pulling a full Pachuca. They're pulling a full Pachuca. You know what? Cash trade for Diego Luna to play the number 10. Ooh, actually, you got me thinking. I love Osama Idrisi. If we got rid of Insigne and had a DP spot, it'd be good to have Idrisi. But if you couldn't do that, Diego Luna. Besides, he probably wouldn't take up a DP spot. Oh, he did play. Okay, so he did play. He did play last night, and they got 4-0'd. Mark Anthony K got an assist. Have some shame. Hey, RSL, you let Mark Anthony K get an assist. Have some shame. Have some shame. Actually, no, Espinoza got 2. LaRue got 1. Mark Anthony K, he got an assist. Have some shame. And then he proceeded to get a yellow card like 4 minutes later. But have some shame. Have some shame. No. Crepeau. It should be Crepeau. I would agree with that. I just said they'd win this round. I didn't say they'd make it deep. They have to play LA Galaxy next if they win. They're not winning that. I don't care how destroyed Galaxy are. They're not winning that. I know. That's even more surprising. Have some shame. Have some shame. Have some shame, RSL. I don't want Ariola. He just got traded 1 and 2. He's trash. When it matters, he's trash. I don't want him. Besides, he ain't really a 10 either. He's more of a winger anyway. I'd rather have Corbianu. I said no. I chose this one. I'm sticking with this. I chose this one. This is what today is. I chose wrong, but still. I didn't say San Jose are bad. I said I knew they'd be better this year. I didn't think they'd be 4-0 better without Joseph or Chicho scoring, by the way. And I knew Salt Lake would be worse. Seems like I'm right on both. Boxall. Oh, interesting. No. If he ever plays again on the Canadian men's national team, I will rip my hair out. Not that there's much for me to rip out, but still. 84th minute. And Salt Lake sucks. That's my point. If you get 4-0 by San Jose Earthquakes without Chicho and Joseph scoring, no. I didn't predict them to be bottom. Hell, I predicted them in the wild card. Did you not watch my predictions? I predicted Salt Lake to be at the bottom of the league. I predicted San Jose in the wild card round. They might be better than that. I predicted San Jose to get to the playoffs. Vancouver 5, ball crossed in, headed away. Ali Ahmed, cross in, header, goal. Goal, Ranko Veselinovic. Offside. No, I don't think so. No, I chose this game. Thought I was going to review it. Turns out no. But turns out no for the review. But you know what? Foul. Well, that makes more sense. But I chose this game. There's only one Domingo Futbolero per Sunday, and this is the one I chose. I chose wrong. But I wanted to wear the Portland jersey. Yeah, that worked out. Columbus, Galaxy. Do you call the quarterfinals far? I don't think Seattle, even if they get to the quarterfinals, I don't call quarterfinals far. But that's like half the tournament, so. Seattle could beat Cruz Azul and go to the quarterfinals and lose to a Medicub, but okay, we'll count quarterfinals. Seattle. Cincinnati, the way they're playing Tigres, right? Yeah, I think Cincinnati could beat Tigres. I might have to change my prediction on that when we do the round of 16 predictions. I think we're going to have a good amount of MLS teams in the quarters after seeing how Cincy played. They may not be frauds anymore. I think they're going to make the final. It's a disappointment if they don't make the final. Let me tell you something. If Chelsea doesn't make the final, Miami's going deep. Yeah, they're going to the quarterfinals. I almost forgot. Miami's going to the quarterfinals. And then we got LAFC versus, I think Columbus beats LAFC. LAFC don't look special. Or Colorado. Let's just be real. Either way. Colorado might go through, but Chelsea should make the final. If Chelsea doesn't make the final out of the side of the bracket they're on in the Conference League, they failed. They absolutely failed. Burn it all down. Delete the club. That's where I am. If Chelsea cannot make the final with the side of the bracket they're on, I know Copenhagen is sort of a hard team to play, but they still should beat them over 2 legs. Well, it's enough to beat LAFC, who don't look good enough this year. Then you have the other 6 teams on Chelsea's half of the bracket who ain't shit compared to them. Chelsea's going to steamroll. If they get to the quarters and semis, they'll steamroll whoever they get. What about Legia? They ain't shit compared to Chelsea. They ain't nothing compared to Chelsea. Second team or not. They'll steamroll everybody to the final. And then they'll lose the final because they'll probably still be, I don't know. I mean, not against Columbus. I mean, they'll be tough, but I think Columbus still wins that. LAFC, I think LAFC looks like crap. They only scored 1 goal against Minnesota, and Colorado's better than them. Like, LAFC is questionable right now. I mean, they're not looking too good over their first 2 performances. They're not looking too good. Only 1-0 against Minnesota, 2-1 loss to Colorado. I know it was freezing, but still. Colorado's a tough team. I think Colorado's got them right where they want them. The away goal sucks, but I think they got them right where they want them. But sadly enough, can't cover that one because Miami plays. Maybe Columbus will smoke Miami this year. I'm just saying what I see. They look questionable. Not until 7 years from now? Not until 2035. He has so much more to give in Europe. Don't say that same damn take Landon Donovan said. Don't do that. No. Please, God, no. Don't say that damn take. Christian Pulisic has so much more to give in Europe. He should still be there for another 7 years. 7 to 10 years. I don't want to see him in MLS till 2035. Honestly, he might be better off. Honestly, Tyler Adams to MLS, he might be better off at this point. He's doing well for Bournemouth, but it's Bournemouth. If he came back to MLS in 3 or 4 years, Tyler Adams, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked. But he's not Christian Pulisic, though. Also, very injury prone. That might change things. I think Tyler Adams get the Michael Bradley treatment. Still plays the USA's captain until even when he's in the MLS as a center defensive mid. If Michael Bradley could do it, 90th minute. Not saying he should, but Pulisic should be in MLS. Shouldn't be in MLS for another 10 years. He didn't even start there, so he shouldn't be. Shouldn't be back. It just shouldn't be. I mean, yeah, Bournemouth's had a really good season. And Andoni Iraola is a very good coach. I have to agree. He's a world-class manager. He's made Bournemouth awesome, frankly. Andoni Iraola is an amazing coach. He's world-class. Nobody's having that conversation. I'm not disagreeing. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if they made the Champions League. Especially if Chelsea screws shit up. Corner for Vancouver with 4 minutes left to go of stoppage time. I mean, me too. That'd be awesome. But I'd love to see it. Header cleared away. I would rather see that, but I agree. That'd be more fun for me. But that's when you get rid of the salary cap. I wish MLS could have pulled what Saudi pulled. Besides, this is a much better state of living countries than Saudi Arabia. Like, you can't tell me that if MLS had the chance to spend the amount of money that Saudi did, that a lot of those players who went to Saudi wouldn't say that. They would say yes to MLS, sight unseen. Now, of course, probably rather be LA, Orlando, or Miami, or New York. But, well, Santi Jimenez is just, he's about to help. Like, Santi Jimenez has done really well for Milan since he's gotten there. Sadly enough, they just got knocked out of the Champions League because he got subbed out. But Pulisic and Santi Jimenez might create the biggest 1-2 punch in CONCACAF history in European club football. And you know what? I can't wait to see it. That's awesome. Awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Playing forward 3 minutes. I agree. I agree. I agree. Hell, you don't really even need the pyramid, just the academy, but I agree. The pyramid's not happening. I'm sorry. Stop beating a dead horse. But the strong academy part, I agree. Everything else, I agree. Sergio Conceição is a head case. That's all you need to know. Sergio Conceição is a head case. That's all you need to know. The man's a head case. Always has been. As a manager, he's always been a head case. He's always been a head case. You mean divisions? You mean divisions? Conferences? Like conferences with divisions? Is that what you mean? Oh, there's a G League, college, UFL. Well, I mean, there's college and academy, and there's the MLS Next Pro. You just don't know about. See, you think MLS is you think MLS is the best league, but you don't know about MLS Next Pro? See, they already have a G League. Boy, eh? And of course, I mean, USL, I guess you could say is like the UFL. Winnipeg, Edmonton, but it's also their G League. Like the Raptors 905 is owned by the Toronto Raptors, but Winnipeg, Edmonton, damn. I don't want to say Colorado. They're too up and down. They're too up and down. Damn. Honestly, exactly. Just like the Raptors 905 is an affiliate of the Toronto Raptors. Just like the Sioux Falls Skyforce is an affiliate of the Miami Heat. Just like the Osceola Magic is a affiliate of the Orlando Magic. Colorado needs a fourth defenseman. We'll get one during the trade deadline. You may be in that conversation. I can only say two teams right now, frankly. Edmonton, Winnipeg. That's it when it comes to the West. Vegas doesn't. Yeah, you got a fourth defenseman. You might have a chance. That's called a trade deadline move. I agree to a certain extent. At least drafting-wise, yeah. Academy-wise. 95th minute. Yeah, but then again, you just said you want the biggest European players to come over with the salary cap being gone. Full-time. Either way. Full-time, it's 1-4. Vancouver wins 1-4. And we're just going to leave it there because, let's be honest, there's none to talk about for this game. 1-4, Vancouver wins. Portland got stomped out. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification. Want to subscribe. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in a playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you tomorrow. Possibly, very likely. It seems like it, for the TFC jersey unboxing. I'll see you tomorrow for that. It should be tomorrow. But we'll see. And thanks to Daniel for becoming a Dynasty Squad member on this channel. And I'll see you tomorrow. There's no reason to do a review for this game. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. Damn, what a joke this was.